Venus has a day that is longer than its year. Say that in your head one more time because that sentence should not be physically possible, and yet there it is. Here's what that actually means. A day is how long it takes a planet to spin once on its own axis. A year is how long it takes to complete one full lap around the sun. On Earth, obviously, the year is way longer than the day. On Venus, that relationship is completely broken. It takes Venus 243 Earth days to spin around once, but it only takes Venus 225 Earth days to finish an entire orbit around the Sun. So by the time a single day on Venus finally finishes, the planet has already lived through more than one of its own years. And it somehow gets weirder from there. Venus doesn't even spin the same direction as almost every other planet in the solar system. It spins backwards. If you could somehow stand on the surface of Venus, which you absolutely cannot because you would be instantly crushed and cooked, the sun would rise in the west and set in the east. Here's the part that breaks people's brains even further. Because Venus spins backwards while also slowly orbiting forward, those two motions actually fight against each other. So, if you measured a Venusian day the way we measure days on Earth, from one sunrise to the next, it would only take about 117 Earth days, not 243. Venus somehow has two completely different day lengths, depending on how you count it, and both answers are correct at the same time. Nobody fully agrees on why Venus ended up like this. One theory says a massive collision billions of years ago knocked its spin completely off balance. Another theory blames its atmosphere, which is so thick and heavy that it created enormous atmospheric tides strong enough to drag the entire planet's rotation to a crawl over millions of years, eventually flipping it in reverse. And speaking of that atmosphere, Venus is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty, which is almost insulting once you know what it's actually like down there. The surface is hot enough to melt lead, the atmospheric pressure is like being 900 meters underwater, and the clouds are made of sulfuric acid. Oddly enough, way up in Venus's upper atmosphere, at around 50 kilometers altitude, the temperature and pressure are almost identical to Earth's. It's the one layer of an otherwise deadly planet where you technically wouldn't need a pressurized suit, just a very good gas mask and a healthy fear of acid rain. So, next time a Monday feels like it's dragging on forever, remember, on Venus, that same Monday would technically still be going by the time your next birthday rolled around.